Press the button. So there I was, sat in pub, rubber-dub-dub with me great big tub. Saw this bird, I went and had a word, wanted to pull her like now top said. I says, alright love, how's Vadu? I'm up for a bit. I says, how about you? And she turned round and walked away, and I mooned her and we all went, way. Oh, wait, what is happening, people? Welcome back to Yorkshire's Finest. Hello, Cal.
Hey, mate.
Do you know what? I'm going to pull the curtain back a little bit like I always like to do. When you do these joint streams like this, me and Cal don't, not that we're not mates, but we don't talk to each other just before we come on because there's a bit of a thing on YouTube. I find the same, and I think Cal agrees, that if you're on 10 minutes before you start getting into all the stuff you want to talk about anyway, and then you use all good stuff, and then when you're live, you end up repeating it and having to sort of...
It's not got the same...
It ain't got the same snap, has it? So we both like to come on about 2-3 minutes before, because you won't want to be any later than that, would you, Cal?
No, obviously
you want to be any later than 2-3 minutes.
But I have reasoning.
You had what?
I have good reasoning this time.
Do you? Well, before I take the mickey anymore, then you're gonna have to tell me reasoning.
Well, I've just bought a house.
Yeah, I'm not having that. I'm not having that.
Why? What do you mean not having that? That's quite a valid reason.
That's why you turned up almost late.
I turned up 2 seconds before because I had to race home from my house to start with because I'm like fiddling with shit and doing stuff. And then I immediately needed a crap. So I've had to have the fastest shit in the West. Literally a 2-wipe job. Yeah, I don't even know if it's all gone. It's one of them ones. I could be soiling my nappy right now. But I had to get on it so quick. I've been against the clock all day.
You've killed me there. You've killed me completely.
Oh, God.
So I ain't got sympathy for you. I've got a little bit of disgust and a little bit of not quite sure what I feel about that. But, mate, it looks quite nice where you are, to be honest. Ambient lighting, I have to say.
This is my bedroom.
Yeah. Listen.
It's still the same room.
If you need to poo with that sort of lighting, then that's up to you, mate. That's fine. Okay, no, listen. Anyway, what's happening with the house? Are we done? Are we dusted? Are we in? Oh
yeah. I mean, I moved in on Friday, and then I've got to set up studio and stuff up. Studio. I'm gonna use that word, studio, not office. Studio.
Correct. That's it. This is the studio for us.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You don't want to just say, "Oh, we garage." No, it's like
it's not a garage. It was a garage.
It's got some aura, some presence.
Too right.
But I've got to sort all that out, and that's going to cost a bomb. So I've got to do that next.
So how long until the people can see the new leveled up version of Callum Fowler?
I would probably say a month.
A month? You're going to keep going back to your mum's house and filming
It's only 5 minutes away.
All right, okay.
I'm still in town.
Yeah.
I've moved closer to town centre.
Have you moved closer to me?
No, further away from you.
Further away, yeah. That's good move. Good move. Okay, mate. So
let's get in there.
We're going to have to start talking about football at some point, unfortunately. And look, I know I've talked about leaving these out, but you love talking about Harrogate Town. So let's touch on Harrogate Town.
Oh my God, I didn't even know.
I know. They lost.
Is that FA Cup then?
At home to Newport. No, I didn't know. It's League Two. This.
Well, that was the last game. Did they not play yesterday in FA Cup? No.
Well, they might have done, but why would we review a cup game?
Because that was the last game. No.
Well, yeah, I suppose, but I don't know. I'd never thought of it, to be fair.
I can't ever remember if they're in it or not. To be fair,
know, when you're only one pulling your weight in a two.
Oh my God!
Not only am I here on time, I'm the one that does all the graphics and stuff.
You want to talk about pulling your weight? I'll tell you what. Once it's all come to light, then we'll talk about pulling his weight. Young man, old man. Also, congrats on 10K, by the way, everybody. Round of applause in the chat.
Thank you,
for
mate.
Jimmy. Is it 10? Is it 10 bags? Let's go.
It's 10 bags. It's 10 bags. Yeah, thank you, mate.
You see me commenting in your thing earlier? Yeah, I was there when you went live.
I know you are.
That intro was shit. Is that like an old school one? That's before I knew you existed.
Welcome to Yorkshire's Finest, ladies and gents, with me, Jimmy Ramble. No.
Hello. Oh.
No, they couldn't hear you, actually. Listen, that Ramble was class. It was when we were taken over by American owners, and we're all excited. So I did an American-themed Ramble intro.
But it was AI.
Now they've taken over. It wasn't. It was mine.
That was AI slop, that intro.
No. The video. The song was AI. Absolutely, the song was AI. The video I put together myself.
What about the local artists?
Okay, so we said enough about Harrogate. I think
that'll do. Yeah, next.
Well done, Harrogate. Moving on to the Millers.
Oh.
What happened here, mate?
I thought, you know what? I thought if I skip next one, You know when we've lost.
No,
my
no,
thought-
no, 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 no,
Thought
no, no.
processes. I'll ignore it. I'll do
No,
what Cara
no.
does.
I know it was.
You know, overlap. Cara don't turn up when Liverpool lose, and I was going to pull one of them ones. Try and pull a fast one.
Can't
No,
do
actually
that.
busy
Miss
last week.
everyone. Now that you've slipped, that's it now, innit? So, what's happened here, mate? What's happened?
Well, best side. Just want to put that one out there. We absolutely were the best team. McGoldrick. Okay. We'll get to it in a bit, but my God, that guy, it's over. It's over. Jimmy, I know everybody likes to tell me, right? Every Sheffield United fan always says, yeah, but he's not a finisher. You don't have to be a finisher to score a tap in from a yard. You don't. I mean, Nanan could score that. It forced him at back post. It's a free header from me to my camera away, and he hits post. And there's a couple too many of them ones happening. Too many.
Look, right. You take David McGoldrick for everything he gives you, and he gives you more than just. I know he might not be giving you goals at all at the minute, but he gives you more than just a finish. What he can create out of nothing, what he can do for your side, and the impact he can have on your team. He's if not certainly one of the best players at the level. Still, I would say
technically, yeah. But physically not at all.
So why don't you use him more sparingly then?
We don't have the depth.
Right,
we've got two strikers, and is McGoldrick even a striker by trade? Really?
No, he's more a 10, isn't he?
Well, we've got him and Davis Killadone, who's the exact same. They're as strikers. We don't have a striker at the club.
What happened to young lad?
Which one?
Is it Jallo?
Oh, Jallo is injured. He's a winger though. Jallo.
Okay. But you play with a front four, don't you? Because McGoldrick were playing off left at one time, and
he were. But Urian's fiddling about with it a bit too much.
Okay. Oh, is it not Conor Horan anymore?
Says you. Are you joking? Speaking about one of your own and someone that means something to you, your biggest culprit going.
How is Horan one of your own?
No, I say
is he a Penistone boy, is he? Is he a Penistone boy?
Oh, you're trying to claim, I don't know, weren't you? You're from Wakey, trying to claim out.
Yeah.
Everybody from Sheffield's like this, by the way. All gleaming in South Yorkshire. Sheffield like, yeah, we'll have that. Yeah, that's actually part of Sheffield.
No, I'm not saying Conor Horan's Irish.
No, I know, but Sheffield people try and claim Penistone.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm not bothered about Penistone. Barnsley can keep Penistone. I'm a Wakey boy.
Thank you.
So, okay.
Right, because you know what annoys me? Because it's got a Sheffield postcode. Barnsley town centre starts with an S. So, what's people's point there with Penistone? Anyway, sorry, we're just going on a tangent there. Yes, Urian is from Ireland. Yes.
Yeah. So, how is he Barnsley's own?
No, I'm not claiming he's Barnsley's own, but it's like one of them when someone's played for you for a while and at the level that he did.
I agree with you. Chris Passion's ours.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, someone like is an adopted Barnsley boy.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. But he's not one of your own like Chris Wilder is to us. So
yeah, and look where that's got you. But anyway.
Yeah,
anyway, we'll come and talk about your boys for half an hour. No, Jim, don't worry. We'll get your boys in. There'll be a lot of spare time for Sheffield United, like every stream. Yeah. Don't worry.
Listen, we're not just going to gloss over this, by the way. How did you lose? You've come on here and repeatedly said how bad Rotherham United are,
and they still are to this day.
Yeah, they are. And how did they get on against Barnsley at Oakwell?
The better's 1-0. And you know what? Ultimately, who cares how you play? If it says 1-0 to opposition team, who cares? They had one, well, it weren't even a chance. The goal it sent were really good. They had another one with that Dan Gore, the lad on loan from Man United, hit one up volley from like 30 yards. They were the two chances all game. One went in. We must have had 20 shots and scored none. So that's just how it goes. But we are way too passive, and that goes into York game as well. Like we bet York and we're in cup later. Yeah, we bet them 3-2. And we put a fairly strong side out and all, a couple like fringe players that are nowhere near good enough. But we've gone from being such a exciting team at start. When Urian took over last season, it was same then. And coming into the start of this season, like Plymouth away and like first few games, we were winning a lot of them. We've gone back to an high press and a lot of energy and get it to your wingers and take somebody on. And now it's 100 passes between the centre-backs. And like, that is just not us. And Urian has said that he knows that's not us. So why are we going back to it? It's annoying.
Is Horan still the boy?
Yeah, but it's annoying me.
He can annoy you all he likes, but do you believe he's the man to take you forward in division?
Yeah.
You think he'll get you sorted?
Because it's like the problems are obviously so much deeper than Manic dug out and have been for years. We've got rid of his director of football because he's an absolute numpty. We've not spent a fee on a player for 2 full transfer windows now. So if it is a plan of give Urian reins in January and we're actually going to spend some money, then I promise you we'll be fine.
Because this only gives you page I'm looking on only gives you the last 5 results, and it's lost 3, drawn 2 for Barnsley in league.
Yeah.
So it's a downward trajectory. You've obviously talked about automatics. Obviously, I'm not going to. It's not. This isn't just to chuck daggers at you, but
it's got to be said.
No, but it has got to be said, and obviously a bit playoffs. Surely that you're looking at least getting back in mix for. Do you see you turning a corner at any stage? Do you think that performance against Rotherham at least gives you hope that you can still cling on to top half and push for playoff spots again?
Yeah, because I know that like the last 5 we've been crap results wise, but more specifically last 2, like we had a poor spell there. But last 2, we're 2-0 up away at Wickham and threw it away in the last 2 minutes. That is not going to be a regular theme, and we're better side by miles. Against Bradford, we're only side. Well, we're only Lincoln have gone and got something now, but we're only side to have got something at Bradford.
Yeah, who should have been 4-0 up at half time.
Well, regardless, shoulda, woulda, coulda, mate. We'd have been sat here saying same thing about 1-0.
You've just said you had 20 shots against Rotherham.
Yeah, so, no, but like Bradford away, that's a completely different ball game from what you expect.
They'd say Barnsley away. You'd want them to think Barnsley away is a really tough test.
But it's not. Barnsley away has not been a tough test for years in this league.
At League
One, of course it should be, but it's not. Bradford were in League 2 for 6 years. I think everybody looks at certain teams and thinks something like that, and we are not one of them.
Yeah.
But we are not one of them sides for home because we've been so crap at home for every year. Apart from Duff season, first time, we've been shite at home every year since. I do think that'll change. And talking about when I think we'll turn a corner, I think it'll be Saturday. So we've got Donny away.
We'll come on to yours as well. But I mean, on the flip side, we've both been pretty down on Rotherham. Neither of us are fans of Matty. I'm sure it has to be said they won last 3 games. So there's been a real uptick in
been cracking form in all comps and all.
And I think Nombe coming back is a huge bonus for him. It seems to have lifted the whole team, really, mate. I can't claim to be all over what Rotherham are doing, but you'll have a much closer eye on them. Are they pulling away and sort of establishing themselves now at this level? After it's taken them like 10 games or so to get a foothold?
I still think they're really poor. Really, really poor. And it's more trying to... It's not even necessarily, I think, Rotherham are that horrendous. They are poor, but they're not like onkingly bad. You know, like you could see some sides and think, God, they are hopeless. Like I think Peterborough are genuinely hopeless. But trying to find 4 sides that are going to finish below Rotherham, when you see sides like Exeter winning and Northampton constantly winning, and Port Vale have been dragged into it a little bit, but you think they get out. You've got Plymouth and Blackpool down there that you think the quality of them is much higher than what Rotherham is. Across a full season, that's where I worry about somebody like Rotherham and quality that they've got. Okay.
So next up, they've got Burton at home, Burton at 20th. And then after that, they've got Lincoln at home. So 2 home games on spin.
Two very big games.
2 very different types of games. Yeah. They'll be favourites going into the Burton game now because of their form and because of where Burton are in table. Burton winning last time out themselves, to be fair.
Their form against better sides, Burton, is really good in the last few weeks.
And Lincoln are 5th. So
that's a tough game.
It's not a layup, is it? Particularly if, like you're saying, Burton are decent against stronger opposition. Because you get horrible teams like that just know how to play against you and shut you out.
And they're one, defo.
And then Lincoln obviously will give anybody a game at the level, and they've been like that for some time. So certainly not layups, even though it's 2 home games to come for Rotherham, but a great result at Oakwell. Can't say any other. Whether they were better side or not, it's a fantastic result for them.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And it's first time. I think we've beaten them like 8 times in a row. Home and away all comps. I don't think they've beaten us at our place since 50s or something. This is my Barnsley. This is the Barnsley I was born into.
Mate, I know. Listen,
we are crap.
I'm trying to be soft. Remember how nice I've been to you about this, by the way. We are coming to my team at some stage. Yep. Joe says Barnsley going down, Blades and Wednesday going down, Huddersfield failing promotion, Leeds potentially, hopefully going down. What a poor year for Yorkshire.
It is all doom and gloom. That's titling my thing. I'll tell you what, though. Could you imagine League One next season? Let's just say worst just come to worst and both Sheffield's come down and we all stay in here.
No, we weren't talking about that.
Serious league.
We weren't talking about that. We were talking about Barnsley coming up, Sheffield United staying where they are.
Yeah, okay.
Leeds potentially coming down. That's
true.
That's going to be the league. So that's what we have got a StreamYard link in the description if anybody wants to, in the comments, sorry, if anybody wants to come and talk about their team. When we talk about your team, we'll get you on if that's what you want to do. But obviously we talk an awful lot ourselves as well. So let me just see if we can. Daz says, will the new studio have an ensuite, Bog?
Just in case, piss it corner.
Yeah, in case you get caught in the same situation as before, like so. Farker out. 4 away wins in 47 games across the Prem and Bundesliga. 93 games across the Prem and Bundesliga. It's 120. Drawn 53. Drawn 20. Lost 53. He is not, I repeat, not a Prem manager.
We'll do a lot of talking about Leeds. Don't you worry.
We'll get there.
We'll get to your boys.
We'll get there. And Fartmageddon says with a £5 super chat to Cal.
Thank you very much, Fartmageddon.
I watched Scunthorpe lose 1-0 to Blackpool. We absolutely battered them most of the game and missed a couple of chances. They are destined for relegation.
They've just brought Ian Everton. I don't know if you know that. Blackpool.
I do know that. It's a good appointment, I think. You'd know. You're not a fan.
Not keen.
You're not.
Mainly because of Bolton, because he just failed every year that he were there in League One. He did well to get him out of League Two and establish it. But if you look through the squads that Bolton have had in the last couple of years,
out there.
Mate, how they've not gone up, especially last year when they lost to Oxford, or the year before even. I can't believe they got so outclassed in final with the team that they had.
Interesting.
But yeah, anyway, next week I think Rotherham lose to Burton. They've got no fit centre-backs, I don't think.
They'll lose to Burton. Interesting. What about Donny then? Donny, who got a decent point at Reading.
That is a good point. Well, they got Noah Lunt sacked and all. That at Reading. The form's awful though, Reading. Donny. Well,
the 19th Reading. I didn't realise that.
Oh yeah, they're down there. They've been doing all right recently. I meant to say Donny's form's horrendous, and they've not played anybody. He's recently.
Yeah, they're same as you actually. 3 losses.
Oh, is it?
3 losses, 2 draws. So yeah, they're 1 place below you, same points. So yeah, they are horrendous.
2 games in hand,
Barnsley's still going to make playoffs. Everybody.
Have we got 2 games in hand? I believe.
Yes, you have. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
2 games in hand on Donny.
Thank you very much.
So yeah, we've been concerned about Donny for a little bit, haven't we? In terms of their slip and slide. And I think from what we were saying previously, it's more a case of we don't think they'll go down per se, but they've got to arrest this slide at some stage because otherwise it can go the wrong way. You're already confident, aren't you, about going to Donny and getting something?
I think we'll go and win.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm actually, right, just because I can see smirk on your face, I have not predicted us to lose 1 game in league so far. Not once. But I also predicted us to lose to York, and I got that wrong as well.
Okay. Have you got any right?
A couple. Not many, but a couple.
You know, Donny, you've got Billy Sharp, don't you?
I know. Well, I'm going to bring that up, actually. We are guaranteed to concede to him. Guaranteed.
Yeah. I think it's a Sheffield United double, and I think it's McGoldrick and Sharp both get on the score sheet, and it's 1 apiece. That's right.
I think we'll win. I really do.
Well,
you can't turn a corner soon.
One of your own in dugout. You can't do any different, can you?
So, yeah, I can't wait.
Hey, come down the town, dilly dee.
He stays from Wakefield, by the way. Don't put that one out there. Support your local and all that jazz.
What? My dad's from Attercliffe. That's why I'm a blade.
That means no to me, mate.
I know it done. Anyway,
Huddersfield Town.
Huddersfield Town higher in the league than Barnsley and Donny. They did lose 3-0 to.
They had a red card. To be fair, Alfie May got sent off in first half.
Wickham down in 17th. Wickham always a little bit of a problem in this league anyway. It's never an easy game.
They'll shoot up now though.
Do you think?
Yeah, they've got Duff in, haven't they?
Duff, yeah.
And he's going to get something out of that game anyway. Huddersfield.
I know. It's the Duff game, innit, I suppose. But what is happening to Huddersfield Town? Down to 9th now. Lost the last 3.
They've no bite at all.
Is it Grant? Are we getting itchy feet about Lee Grant yet, or what?
Well, you could say about cleverly because Plymouth are bottom 4.
Yeah,
whoever loses that game's getting sacked.
You think?
Yeah. I do not think Huddersfield will piss about when they've spent that much money. And it is a very weak league. When you do look at it, there's no Birmingham from last season. Nobody will get close to 100. And we've had a few of them sort of sides in the last couple of years. I do think Bolton will end up probably walking away with it a little bit. But I don't think the points tell it. Yeah, I think Bolton are best side comfortably.
I think I've got Bolton to go up, actually.
I'm telling you, they are so good compared to the rest.
Take some stopping, though, won't they?
Yeah, true. They are chipping away nicely. But Huddersfield, I think...
I don't bet against Cardiff either.
I'm not rating them.
You're not?
No. But Huddersfield, the money that they spend and the team they've got, there's a lot of decent managers out there, and I do think they might go for a more experienced one and just accept that this sort of project's not worked.
Oh, if you're Huddersfield, though, we talked to, I think it was Ed last week that came on. Who do you go for? Other than, I know you said there's some half-decent managers knocking about, but nobody jumps off page and says, well, you can make the change now because he's available.
Yeah, I agree with that. There's like, I think Huddersfield the one that would go for sacked championship ones rather than going for like a Bloomfield or someone that's been sacked at Luton. You don't want someone who's like proven to fail at his team that's same aspiration as your, do you?
Yeah, I agree.
So I can't think of any off the top of my head now that I've just said that. I'm sure there's some decent names knocking about. Surely.
Like Will Still's just gone at Southampton. Would he drop?
I don't think he dropped so early like that. Plus, he'll have been on so much money at Southampton.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, he will.
I don't think he'd take a job that quick, somebody like that.
No, but they're a big club, Huddersfield, at level. Strong chance of getting promoted this year. You do your CV, no harm, do you, by getting Huddersfield promoted in, 30 games or whatever it is.
I don't know who they could go for, really. Because you can't even, like, if you look at top of League One, I think, could the Nick Stevenage as manager or something? Because he's just signed a 5-year deal. So that's Stevenage getting out 5-year deals, by the way. Crazy. But yeah, I think Huddersfield in bother. At least one of them's getting sacked on Saturday.
Interesting, mate. Interesting. Well, I'm going to keep thinking about this Huddersfield manager situation and seeing who they could get. But yeah, who's getting result at El Sakiko then?
I mean, you fancy Huddersfield just because of home aspect, but
yeah, it's got to be Huddersfield, hasn't it?
I'd say draw.
The last 3 as well. They've both lost the last 3 games.
They're both crap.
Yeah,
we beat them both from 3-1. That's how you know these are shit teams. They're both honking.
Okay, we're going draw.
Yeah, we'll draw.
Okay.
And a double.
Bradford actually putting a bit of pride back in the county. Bradford City. I mean, it obviously stumbled a little bit last couple of results, but in fact, they've drawn the last 4.
Yeah.
They drew with Barnsley, chucking it away.
They've drawn with Lincoln since, haven't they?
Who knows, mate?
I'm sure that was the latest league game. They were midweek.
It possibly was. If you want to jump on and do some, you're more than welcome. But I don't.
Yeah. Lincoln Schminken.
Just playing Candy Crush on toilet while I'm busy doing this.
I'm actually on like level 5,000 on Candy Crush.
Are you really? Good work.
I've been at it for years.
No, I appreciate that. So Stevenage won a piece. That's a decent result in it. Going away to promotion rivals. They now entertain Burton. We've already had Burton playing against somebody, so it must be a Tuesday.
They're away at Rotherham and Bradford at the same time.
Yeah. No. I think Burton is.
Is it midweek?
Tomorrow.
It might be tomorrow. Yeah.
Burton's Burton and Rotherham's tomorrow, and I think this will be Saturday's game. So what are we saying for? Right. Thank you very much. Thank you. What we're saying for Bradford against Burton. I know you've said already that Burton are strong against better teams, which I would class Bradford as at this stage. Obviously, I think the league position second in league sort of justifies that. I think they're going to have too much for Burton, though.
But Bradford are really good against good sides as well. They're both sort of same. Bradford are good against everybody.
Same. But one's second and one's 20th.
Yeah. Burton are really crap against Rotherham's. You know, like them sort of teams.
6 pointers.
Against somebody like Bradford, this sort of suits them a little bit more to go and just sit in a low block and say, come and break us down and try and hit somebody on counter a bit. That Charlie Webster's top draw in middle at part for Burton. He's a serious player. Yeah. Chelsea lad. Yeah, he's really good him. But to be honest, who did Bradford play? There was someone else sort of like this that they played, and they ended up winning. Oh, Wimbledon. Wimbledon went to Bradford, and I sort of thought same thing. And Bradford won 2-1, I think.
Yeah, they did.
It's same sort of game where I think you're looking at it and thinking, is it a banana skin? But Bradford will just win. I do think it's one of them.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's probably right.
Honestly, top team, Bradford are.
Let's have a look at some comments now before we move on to the next team. We've won at Oakwell 9 times at home in the league since our 2-1 win over Derby County in Feb 2024.
God, that's so bad.
Oh, it is bad.
9 wins in 1.5 years in League One.
Harry, Rotherham fan says Cats is winning tomorrow. We don't have any centre-backs fit like you said, pal.
Thing is, the fit centre-backs are crap and all. So God knows what these ones are going to be like, ones that they're going to put on.
They had Jordan Hugill playing at centre-half, didn't they? Were it Rotherham?
The Carter's on. No, John Hugill's a 9. He's not playing centre-back.
I'm sure I heard that on Praise of Grumble on the way back. Anyway, Rob says, Callum, why do you call League One the Pop and Crisp League?
Because it's just not serious, is it? It's a kiddie league. No. It's so crap. It's awful.
Wednesday to beat Norwich on Wednesday. Mark my words. We'll come to them. We'll come
to them. I've got a hot take for that one.
Up the Blades. We'll come to these as well, Brett. But just letting the other teams have a false sense of security to make our run for promotion feel sweeter.
My God.
You know it's true. Oh my mate, you're not doing me any favors, are you? You fill up my goal.
That was funny. That. I mean, we'll get into it, but that was funny. That did give me a chuckle.
Tom says, evening, gents. Nice to see someone else on my screen today other than just Jimmy. Good luck with the new gaff, Cal.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is my third live stream of the day, and I'll be going into my fourth. I know, mate. I know.
You're doing another one after that? What are you doing a watch on?
I'm doing a countdown to kick off.
What time's that at?
7 o'clock.
Ugh.
I know we're clashing, aren't
we? Yeah, a little bit, but mine's better.
Yeah, but yours will be 15 minutes, and then
yeah, mine is only a small one, so I'll come. I need to see if you can host someone. Is that even a thing?
What do you mean host someone?
You can like take all your viewers to someone else's channel. Like once you've done and you finish, I'm sure you can on Twitch. I know that.
You can chuck them over.
Yeah, I can like. So if I end and I have like 200 in there, it's just like whoosh, they all go to yours.
Oh, look at you! Look at you!
So
we'll have to work that out.
Not do that. Oh yeah,
we'll have to work that out
yeah, I bet we do.
Yeah, for our evil plan. Yes, Jimmy Attercliffe means a lot to me also. Thank you, David. Cardiff for autos, 100% says Zach.
No chance.
There you go. Well,
I'm telling you, they're poor. They will start losing games.
They look poor, actually. Third in league, yeah. Yeah, they do.
I'm telling you, what does that mean right now? You know, with 14 games in.
13.
The season finished in 13 games.
If they win their game in hand, they're top at league.
Which is away at Barnsley. They're the game in hand. The mighty.
Yeah. Rotherham struggled.
Super Barnsley.
Rotherham struggled there, didn't they?
Okay.
Tony Mowbray from a Town fan. Not a bad shout. No, that's not bad, That's not a bad shout.
For where Huddersfield are, it'd be all right, wouldn't it?
Yeah, he'd be good.
Right now. But it's like, if he does get you up, then it's like, well, we've got to wave you off and get somebody else in. You'd go straight back down.
Terrier says, Huddersfield fan here, our owner has reiterated his support for Grant.
I'll send him a message.
Yeah, thanks.
Kevin Nigel, I'll just get uploaded to him.
As a Huddersfield fan, if I take Richie I'd take Richie Wellings, but don't think he'll come, to be honest. Yeah,
I don't think he'd go.
Always a name that's they're a bigger club than is it Orient he's at minute?
Yeah.
They're much bigger than Orient.
Yeah, I know, but he's been there a long time. And he's
a northern boy, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah, I think
did he live
Man United?
I'm just going to say that. Yeah, I'm sure he were from Man U, but I can't remember who he laked for properly.
Yeah, he laked for Man U. For anybody that don't understand our dialect, that means
this is a Yorkshire stream. People,
I know it is. But somebody's already asked for subtitles.
I've got something to ask you actually. Do you know what getting brayed up means? Do you know what that means?
Yeah, getting smacked. Yeah.
So what? Our lass is from Rotherham, and they have no idea what that means. Braid. They've never heard it before.
What, do you think they were getting their hair done or something?
She thought it meant you were pregnant if you've been braid up. Like now. If I braid Jimmy up,
you best not be telling people you're braid her.
No, I'll be like, I braid Jimmy. Did you? Yeah.
Can we speak to Callum, please? Yeah, okay. Right, Callum Simple Simon. What?
Do you know what that is?
No.
Oh my, come on, Jim, man. You've got to be more chronically online, you.
Simple, no. Who's Simple Simon?
So it's just some wronging.
What?
Freak.
It's not him, is it, on TikTok?
Yeah,
it's into like bed with old people.
Attention. Yeah. It started out, I'm sure he was on like 4 in a bed or something, like 20 years ago, and he's just done anything he can. He was like leached onto Carl the Dragon, and now he pretends he's gay.
Yeah, I think.
And he did a TikTok yesterday going, I've had enough of women, gone off them, just gonna play video games. And he's like 60. Just get a grip. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? He must be close to his pension now. Surely you don't need to be doing stuff like this.
Normally I'd say that were a decent shout for McCann from Donny to Huddersfield, but you can nanas, Terrier.
All right.
Been Simple Simon.
Right, we need come on, let's get into championship for big lads.
All right. He declined Luton because he's committed to the Orient project.
He's been there a long time.
Yeah,
it's like Stockport, Gaffer and all. Them names always come up because they've done like sustained periods of success. But then I think it's harder to get them to leave.
Stockport have got strong backing though, aren't they?
They're chucking some money at it. They have done all the way up.
Yeah. Ollie Norwood. What a ledge.
A great wage.
Yeah, justified, mate. Justified. So
I completely agree. He's one of the best players in the league, easily. Correct.
So we've covered these, but do you want to talk about them some more?
No. Barnsley will win 2-1.
Who's scoring?
Dunn and I don't know if Phillips is back. We'll go Dunn and Cleary. No.
Why do you show this man so much disrespect?
I don't show him disrespect. I think I'm showing him a level of respect by holding him to the same accountability as everybody else.
You don't.
If I put him up on some pedestal, that wouldn't be fair.
well, it's justified from what he's done throughout his career, but I understand what you're saying.
Well, he's not throughout his career right now, is he? He's right here and now. And he ain't pulling any trees up. And
Evening, David McGoldrick. Sorry about that.
Dave. By the way.
Okay. Hull. Championship fixtures have been crammed, but they have been good, haven't they? Hull.
Oh, I mean,
beating a very, very disorganised Leicester side at the minute. Oh, what are you doing?
Sorry, I don't know what went on there.
Unbelievable. Nip off to wipe yourself, did you? And then, look, Charlton are a tough nut to crack. That they would fit the mould, similar to what you would say about Burton, I suppose. Even though, to be fair, Charlton are way up the league.
They've made that step up so easily, but they're playing the same way as well.
They would not be fancied by anybody, but they're really tough to beat. So it's Nathan Jones.
They've focused back to front end. They've gone, well, we'll just reinforce what we're really good at, defensive side of things. And they're just so good at it. They've played the same way.
They've leveled up, and I think they've done really well, to be fair. So no mugs at all, but Hull starting to pick up some form here.
4 wins, 2 draws, last 6 and all. They're a serious team, and that's why Bernie has been injured.
Has he?
Yeah.
He's been injured for it all?
No, for the last couple of weeks.
Last couple of weeks, has he? Well, it's still impressive because he was their sort of talisman, weren't he?
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're still doing really well. We are the best player, probably.
So they've got Derby coming up, who got a really lucky result. I can't remember who they were playing, but got a really lucky result last weekend.
Yep.
We'll come to that. No,
I predicted that, by the way. I said Derby would win.
You're the best. Stop braying your misses. That's what I'll say. Derby County won the last 3. So, no mugs themselves. Hull.
But I think Hull win.
You think Hull win?
I did my prediction video, guys, if anybody wants to watch it after the stream's done. But yeah, I think Hull will win that.
What about, you think Hull beat Pompey at home as well? Pompey lost 3 on Spain.
Honestly, yeah. I think all they're on a rate run. I don't think it's a fluke either. They're a little bit leaky defensively. You can get your chances against them.
I don't think they're great. Hull.
They're good going forward.
They are, and they're playing well. And I don't mean to sort of dumb down anything that they're doing because they're beating teams that I wouldn't have had them beating Leicester. I know Leicester are all at 6s and 7s at minute 6, 7 for all those kids are doing it as well. But well, it'll be you that's doing it, Cal, won't it? On TikTok, I suppose you'll be probably doing stuff like that. I wouldn't have had them beating Leicester, but obviously they have done. And so I think they're riding a wave of momentum, aren't they? It's probably best to say. And so I can see them. I can see a draw against Derby, and I can see them beating Portsmouth personally.
I'm going to say I think they'll be in a rate spot after these 2 games.
Somebody who will be in a rate spot after these 2 games. Sheffield Wednesday. Look at all these games. Look at all these games that they have had, and how many points? 1. 1 point out of the last 4 games. I'm getting that in now. So they lost at home to Borough. No surprises there. Borough going really well in league.
And Middlesbrough should have slapped him, by the way. I watched some of that game.
Yeah, I know they should. Oxford going there and beating him was a really sweet result. I know that we're down there currently, Sheffield United this is, and we need teams around us now. We need to be looking at teams around us and what they're doing. Sheffield Wednesday are no problems to anybody. They're now minus 5 points after deduction. They'll get more points deducted as well after it all comes out in West. But
we need them to get them next year. They're getting away with it if they get them this year. I'm telling you.
It's not going to happen, is it?
They're proper getting away with it.
They'll be protected and they want them to have a sale. So that's exactly what happened. They'll get them this year. West Brom, it's a good point away at West Brom. West Brom are in dodgy form, to be honest. Lost 3 out of the last 5.
West Brom.
Yeah, I know. But they've not really. They're on the slide a little bit, like a slow decline, I think. With West Brom. Are. So it's, and then I've got Oxford twice. So I don't know what we've done there. So
it's all right, mate.
Well done to Oxford for beating them twice. I can't
solid 6 points.
Solid 6 points from Oxford there. Right. So they've got Norwich coming up. This is huge. This is a huge game. In terms of, look, Wednesday are going down. There is no doubt in either of us' minds, but I think the majority of people recognise they are already 14 points from safety. No, they're not. They're not. They are 17 points from safety. They have a terrible, terrible squad. They're due to get more points deducted.
Yeah, they're finished.
Are they dragging Norwich?
It's probably the lowest points tally ever.
Norwich, they've certainly lost the last 5. It might go even further back than that.
It's 6. I think it's 6 in a row losses. I think if my memory's right, I think they've lost 7 out of the last 8 games, and they're only over 1 more point.
How is he still in a job?
I've no idea. But if he don't win here, he's gone. 100%.
Is that where Will still goes?
Maybe. Yeah, that's a decent shout. I saw that they wanted Mark Robbins. Or was that Southampton? I think Southampton want Mark Robbins. I don't know what teams think they are, to be honest, sometimes. Like Stoke and no mugs. Stoke have got some brass.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, they have. But he'll go to Southampton if they come calling.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
for what reason?
Foundation, because it's if we're playing Champ Manager, Stoke are a 2.5-star club and Southampton are a 3.5-star club, aren't they?
But Stoke are third.
That's a snapshot.
I think if it came to it at the end of the season, I would agree. But I don't think mid-season he would jump.
Do you think Stoke are going to get promoted this year?
No,
seriously, do you think
that's irrelevant to my point, though?
No, I don't think it is. I don't think it.
Can I use an example, like a really good example right now?
Yeah.
Ismail were wanted by a lot of teams when he got promotion, not promotion, when he got playoffs wheels in Championship. A lot of teams were sniffing around him in March, and he didn't go until summer after we inevitably failed. Okay. So I think that is what he will do at Stoke. If someone's after him, then yes. But I think if he's got a chance at getting promoted or finishing top 6, I think he'll take that rather than leave now.
But Ismail was riding, again, like we said about Hull, I suppose, was riding a wave of momentum then, and it's been proven that he's not a brilliant manager.
Yeah, but you can't ride a wave of momentum for a full season and finish 5th.
So you think Ismail is a top Championship manager?
With a certain club, yeah.
Mark Robbins has proved.
Do you think? Can I actually? I'm going to own you right now. Do you think Wilder is a top Championship manager, given that he's only had success in Championship with Sheffield United?
Right, we'll come to Sheffield United.
So relative to everything else, where he's failed, same as Ismail, realistically, you could hold him at the same level.
No, absolutely ridiculous.
In terms of expectation, with what they've done at their clubs and the squad level that they had at their clubs,
that is one of the biggest reaches I have ever.
But the logic is there. That they've done well with one club and no other club in that league.
There's no logic there.
You've been absolutely. I'll tell you what. One of these for you, mate.
So you're telling me. I think you need that actually.
I knew he was that.
So you're telling me that Mark Robbins would not leave Stoke for Southampton, who will probably double his money.
Well, what world are we in here? Stoke are backed by Bet365.
I know what resources Stoke are capable of once they're allowed to get there, but Stoke are capped. Southampton are a parachute team who have the ability to go again, even in January. They don't necessarily need a lot of work, Southampton. They just need a bit of organisation. So Mark Robbins is a smart candidate. What you have to do, well, I'm going to say you should know this, but it hasn't really happened for you. You need to get out of the Championship into the Premier League.
No, we've done that just that way instead. We've done that a few times.
Before you worry about, oh no, Mark Robbins isn't a Premier League manager. Do you know what I mean? So they have to get a team together that gets them back up. And who's better than
No, I agree. No, I think Mark Robbins would be a great addition to Southampton. I just don't think he would take the job mid-season. I just don't. He's been there about 6 months. They'd have to pay boatloads to get him out of his contract anyway.
Yeah, but they're dealing at different tables, Southampton.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, that's a very stupid point for me.
So yeah, I know, but this is something.
But my other point made sense.
I don't think the Wilder one.
It did. Yeah, of course it did.
Right,
so we get on to it now.
Give me results for these two. What's happening with Wednesday in Norwich?
I've got in my prediction vid, swear down, I've put 6-1 to Norwich.
6-1 to Norwich.
6-1 to Norwich.
Is that because you love Valerian Ismail?
What's that got to do with anything? Ismail is at Blackburn.
Because Norwich, you've just said have lost. Sorry. You've
absolutely on again.
Yeah, absolutely.
No,
not again. It's because I had Ismail on the brain.
Yeah, I bet you did.
But you've just said they've lost 7 out of 8.
Yeah.
And you think they're gonna whip Wednesday 6-1?
No, I just couldn't be bothered analysing it. So what's the point? So I just said 6-1.
That'll do me, mate. That'll do me. Southampton are going to have a new manager by then. Hopefully, out then they'll whip them.
Yeah, it won't be Mark Robbins though. But yeah, I'll go Southampton win.
They'll have a caretaker probably, and Mark Robbins will come a bit later. It won't be Mark Robbins, by the way. That's not me sticking my flag in sand. But I still think if he got a decent offer, he's going to Southampton because you would.
Disagree.
And he'd take Victor Janssen with him as well.
Really disagree. He's going to Premier League straight away.
Okay,
here we go.
We don't have to dwell on this if you don't want. So
normally we sit and talk about them for 45 minutes.
Well, this is your lucky day. We're not going to do that. So we got a brilliant result away at Blackburn. Well deserved.
A long time ago.
couple of bumps in road, and now we're going to Coventry. We're going to Coventry tomorrow night. I'll probably breeze past that one, and then this Saturday we play QPR at home. Give us a prediction for QPR.
I'll go 2-0 Cov.
Come on, yeah, come on. Talk to me about these two results then. What do you need to know from me? What do you want? We'll have the Chris Wilder conversation if that's what you really need to do.
I don't need to know anything, honestly, because Coventry are just miles better than you, so they'll win. The QPR
they're miles better than Wrexham.
I agree.
And
Wrexham have obviously got two players stood up front that know it net is, and you've got none.
Oh, sorry, yeah, free flowing Barnsley over there.
Oh,
okay.
1. Oh, no,
0-1 Rotherham.
No. Well, you've got 10,000 subs and I've got 40,000, so you can't speak to me. That's the Sheffield United.
That's what it says. That's what it texts me on a morning.
Yeah.
When I say morning, mate, he says I've got 40,000 subs. You can't
stop speaking to me.
No. What I'm saying is you've spent your time talking about Barnsley, saying that David McGoldrick can't hit a barn door when he's a yard away from goal, and now criticising Sheffield United. Sheffield United have got a lot of issues at the minute. We are poor. We are too slow in the transition. We are predictable going forward. Just got to hope it turns. We're in a bit of a sticky spot at the moment. So I'm not disagreeing with you that we're poor at the top of the pitch. And I think
we'll, off QPR.
I think we'll struggle tomorrow night, if I'm honest. We're going to be talking about that live on the Blade.
That's not even a specific dig about you. That's just Coventry are that good. Do you know what I mean? And at home, I looked actually earlier. The last 4 teams that they've lost to, they've only lost 4 times this calendar year at home, and I think won every other game. And it's Leeds, Sunderland, Burnley in league, all got promoted, and Ipswich in cup, and they won every other game. I'm pretty sure they might have drawn a couple, but not many. You are not at that level, so I just think Coventry will win.
You don't think we can get anything from it?
No. I don't. What's the point in sitting here and lying? No.
You're a United fan.
Okay. I think you'll get some out of QPR though.
What do you think? How do you think we'll do against QPR?
I think it depends on the manner that you actually lose against Cov. Because if you get slapped, then you're in. No, but you know what I mean. If you get absolutely bummed, then you're in trouble, aren't you? Because then the moral side of things is really shot for confidence and all that, and you don't create like a great deal anyway. And like, you know, you got Campbell.
Callum on fire at a minute, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I've given him a lot of props because I don't rate him at all, but he's looked really good. Recently.
You're not the only one. A lot of Blades were wondering what he'd offer us. To be fair,
a lot of time he's run around like an headless chicken and offered no, but he looks really good recently.
I agree with you. I think he's really picked up. I'm just going to put this ridiculous Chris Wilder, Valerian Ismail point to bed now. What would you want me to discuss about that? The same manager who's better?
No, obviously not who's better. Because Wilder is a better manager than Ismail is, definitely. Okay. But my point was, I forgot what the exact point you actually made.
It was something like, is Wilder just like a one club wonder? I suppose.
No, you were saying that Ismail's not a good manager because, or that Ismail weren't a top manager because he'd only done well at one club.
One good season, I said. One good season.
No, you didn't. You said one club.
Well, it's either way. It's one club and one good season with that one club. So that,
but like an exceptional season based on budget being probably lowest in division and the owners that we've got.
Exceptional
to finish
season.
5th were a crazy season, and then you look.
Rob Edwards did really well with Luton as well,
but he's also second with Middlesbrough right now.
Yeah, he is. But where's Ismail?
At Blackburn. He went to West Brom afterwards, a side that had come down from Premier League and had loads of financial restraints. Went to Besiktas and now he's at Blackburn, and I honestly think he's doing a very good job at Blackburn based on like. The background, they've sold all the best players. They've got the squad's bottom 3, definitely. In the last 2 games, they bet Southampton and Leicester. I think he's doing really good with what he's got to offer Blackburn.
I don't think he's same level as Chris Wilder.
I don't either, but I'm just putting your point back to you that you can do really well at one club and do not a great deal at other clubs. And that's exactly what Wilder and Ismail have both done, just on different scales.
I thought Wilder did well at Middlesbrough. But tailed off towards Edinburgh. If you look at their climb, he did really well initially when he went in, and then this staggered and stumbled just before he left. But I think he set the table for Carrick, and Carrick's coming in.
You said that about West Brom and Ismail. I think he'd finished like 8th with West Brom.
Why do you keep going back to Ismail?
Because I'm using your own logic against you.
Well, don't do that, please.
Thank you. Are you gonna admit defeat now that you can't go wrong?
No, not at all. Okay. What that Chris Wilder's a one club wonder?
He absolutely. Oh well, apart from dog and duck first time like Halifax or something before.
Yeah,
He
got
took
Halifax.
job.
Alfreton was his first job. He won 4 trophies in one season.
Like what we're doing here, Alfreton. Shall I name my Sunday League manager?
He got Oxford promoted. He got
Oxford. That's the one.
Yeah, Northampton. Went to Sheffield United. We were bottom at league. He got us up through League One, season 8 Championship. See ya, Premier League. That's what he said in one of the interviews. So 19th Premier League.
But you know, in that same breath, right? You could say that Ismail weren't long enough before you get it out. Ismail weren't at Barnsley long enough to fail realistically. But Ismail, I forgot what I was going to say completely.
Okay. Sorry. Wait.
No, I remembered. Ismail was only successful at his one club, which is always saying here that you can have 2 one-club men that are really good and then crap everywhere else, realistically. Ismail was extremely good start to finish at Barnsley. Wilder in his last 20-odd games has been relegation fodder anyway. It's not a new thing into this season. End of last season, you were crap. He got you relegated from Premier League. Did he? I might have made that one up.
No, I didn't.
Okay, whatever.
We beat Bristol. We absolutely slapped Bristol City about in playoffs, by the way.
You did.
We're very close to beating Sunderland. So I would say that.
But the actual league season itself, towards back end, from March onwards, you were awful.
We lost 3 in a row. That was our blip.
But your actual performances.
That's not an awful. That's not a collapse.
Your actual performances themselves and the football. I watched a lot of them games, and you were painful.
You're a blade. You're a blade. I know you are, and I appreciate it. And you can give a decent reasoned opinion.
I support my local team, young man.
Yeah, so
you would be coming to the well with me if you supported yours.
I'm not close. I'm close to Huddersfield, I think, than I am to the well.
Are you?
Yeah, I think so. Just about.
No, you're not.
I am.
No way, you can't be.
I am. I'm sure.
There, straight on M1. It's like 2 junctions from yours.
Yeah, but I'm. No, you can go a back way to Huddersfield. It's about 8 mile away, I think, something like that. It's not far.
So why are you a Sheffield United fan then? Me dad. All right. Come on, we need to get a move on because FA Cup draws on soon.
I know. Sorry, mate. Let me get like some of these comments. Manning has managed to make Sargent go quiet, better than most opposition managers last season. Nice.
But Sargent also missed a sitter from 2 yards. That's not Manning's fault.
League ran out, says Brad.
Fair.
Jimmy Stop, salty over Kiefer. We'll not talk about that. All right, Callum, says Archie, the Wednesday fan. John says, worst moment to play Cov after their loss and performance against Wrexham. Yes, I agree with that. I think Kiefer has 1 less goal than Sheffield United has all season in all comps. Wrexham can't be that bad.
They're good going forward, but that's just because of the level of play that they've got. Windass and Moore is a top partnership for this league.
Not top.
Come on, mate. You've got Tom Cannon and Tyrese Campbell.
I know Windass is your mate. So we can keep mentioning it if you want. Whenever his name comes up, we can keep dropping in that you message Josh Windass, and you're all right admitting it now that he don't play for Wednesday anymore.
I went mates with him when he was playing at Wednesday.
You refused to answer his. Did you say I've got 40,000 subs? Who are you talking to?
No, I said 30 at the time.
Oh, no. Okay, fair enough. Brad says, get Tony Mowbray in or some dinosaur for Huddersfield. Just someone who knows what they're doing. Joe, who's been a member of your channel for 3 months,
Thank you very much, Joseph. Kiss.
Coney and Burrell are going to do disgusting things to McGuinness and me. Don't write off QPR. I reckon it'll be
true. Actually, they are a serious strike force, them too.
Yeah, and I'm not sure ours is a serious defensive partnership, if I'm honest.
Really? I know Tanganga's not been pulling trees up, has he? But you've stuck him at right back now, which is down.
Tanganga's at right back. McGuinness is the one for me. I haven't really gone to town on it yet, but I'm trying to hold my patter about it. Yeah. Ben Mee as well. I'm a big proponent of bringing him in, but
why pick Tanganga out of position? He's best one
because we've got nobody at right back. Nobody.
Oh,
it's a shambles, mate.
Shocking, isn't it? Yeah.
I know. Honestly,
I know how you feel. It's the same way. We haven't got a striker, so you just got to put square pegs in round holes, aren't you? And hope.
Okay, right. I'm not going to read Jake's comments. It's a lot of rubbish. Right. Next up. It is the final one that we talk about. The mighty Whites. Well, it's a good result against West Ham. A much needed result.
Absolutely.
But then it all fell apart at the Amex, didn't it, mate?
Let me just hold on. Can you keep talking a sec? I've got to get league up.
No, I'm doing the same. So you talk and I'm getting league up.
Right. Anyway, yeah, they got slapped about at Brighton, and obviously, I tell you what, I tuned into Connor's stream for it as they scored, and he were proper going off at somebody in his chat because someone in chat were like, "Well, Brighton are a good side," and Connor were like, "It's such a loser mentality." And so I'm sat there thinking, I was laughing my head off. I'm sat
you know
thinking,
what?
These are losers.
Look,
Like, what do you mean?
He's our mate, and we'd always support him anyway. But the most entertaining streams are to watch for when Leeds United are losing, then go to One Leeds, watch Connor's stream because he is
funny.
Oh,
because he don't go to games, so he's always streaming him. Obviously,
yeah.
So there is
that.
He
never goes to games, does he? Yeah, that's the thing you've got going into it. Yeah,
yeah.
So he's not a real fan. Is that what we're saying now?
Yeah, it is one of them. Well, it's right, isn't it? It chooses money over.
Yeah, it
love.
does. It does.
It's disgusting.
Yeah,
disgusting.
He's got more money than both of us, don't he? So
probably for now.
So they've Leeds have beat West Ham, who are in all sorts of bother at minute. To be honest, I thought Nuno might go in and give them a bit of a bounce, and it's not.
But they've won yesterday against Newcastle. They bet them 2-1, didn't they? West Ham.
No idea, mate.
Or they bet 3-1 even. West Ham won 3-1 against Newcastle yesterday, Super Sunday. And we Nuno, it is inevitable and an absolute guarantee that they stay up. Absolutely guaranteed.
I agree with that. I mean, for me, can you look? You certainly don't look past Wolves. Obviously, they've got a lot of making up to already. They've sacked the manager now, and they will obviously have a go and probably chuck some money at it. Depends who they get. I think Burnley are going to fall into it. The 17th at the moment. Forest pull away for me. West Ham pull away.
Ooh. So our mate's going down. It's Wolves, Burnley, and Leeds.
Look, I think you're again. I never thought I'd find myself this side of the fence, but I think you're too.
Because you've got loads of Leeds fans sub tier, so you're trying to play fiddle a bit. That's what you're doing. I know your game.
Will Leeds sack Farker? Yeah, exactly. Will they then chuck some money at a decent manager?
My counterpoint to this immediately would be: is that squad good enough to stay up instead of any of the teams that we are mentioning that could finish above them? No.
Who's the most important person at a club?
Right, okay, but who could they get? Let's play this game then.
Yeah, you're right. If they'd have gone earlier and they'd have got Nuno, you wouldn't be fancying Leeds to go down, would you?
No, I honestly think I said this actually at the time. I think if they'd have got Nuno, I'd have said to stop up. I think they would have stopped up with someone like Nuno.
Right, so it is possible for them to find a manager that's good enough to keep them up.
But now that Nuno's gone to one of the teams that they could have finished in front of, that makes it even harder. I think the way that I see it, Leeds have got to be a European standard side at home to stay up.
Yes, I think you said this to Connor, didn't you?
I think Connor said this. I think Connor said this actually.
Were it last week?
Maybe.
Or whenever you last turned up to this. But when Connor were on with us, I think that's what you said, weren't it? Because they're so poor away from home.
Yeah.
You think that they've got to be like top 6 form, top 7 form at home.
The annoying thing is that I don't think they'll be that far off. Because I do think they will be that good at home. I think they'll be seriously very good at home.
I don't write them off yet. I think, and why are we writing Burnley off? By the way,
come on.
I know, but they're not adrift, are they?
No, they're not. And they're only a point off like Everton and Fulham, 2 points off Newcastle. But you just subconsciously you're like, well, Fulham aren't going to go down. They're just not. Why? Because they're just not. They're too good. I know that's such a dangerous position to be in, to say you're too good to go down, but they are. I'm not sure anybody Everton up is not going down. Your bottom 5 are the ones that are in trouble.
What about Brentford? I know you're a Brentford lover, but Keith Andrews, unproven at the level. They've lost a lot of big names, and I know they've still got quality talent that goes under the radar.
But at home, they are what Leeds need to be. Brentford are a European standard side at home. They win so many games, score so many goals. The goal difference will be miles better than what Leeds is. It's already 6 better than Leeds is already.
Yeah, it's -2.
That goal difference is going to kill them, Leeds. Because they've got to be incredible at home, which they have been so far. But away, what have they picked up 3 points away in it at Wolves? And they played Arsenal, in fairness, but they played Fulham, Burnley, and Wolves away. So they've had one away game that you think, all right, you're going to lose. The rest of them are all up for grabs. And they've lost 2 of them. And I weren't being funny. Like I think they'll lose against Forest with Daesh.
We're a better manager. They've a chance, haven't they?
But like, the FFP side of things and all, if they get to jam, can they spend? Can they get a striker that they need? Can they get a £40 million striker that line that's going to keep them up? I don't think so.
Well, if they are restricted by FFP, they might be banging trouble.
Yeah, because
But for
you're also going to be able to convince someone to come to you as
for
well.
example,
Go on.
for
Sorry.
example, if they, I'm not saying this has happened. I don't even know if it's been mentioned because I'm no longer in them sort of Leeds circles that like I was last season. But if they went and got Bielsa back in for feel good factor, and he'd come to them and all this sort of thing, you know, it's similar to Wilder coming back to us, and it hasn't quite worked with the bounce. But would you be more confident in him staying up if Bielsa came in?
No, because that style of football with that team, you just get slapped every week.
Yeah, it's not. It's a different time into it, I think. Now.
The team that they went up with as well, or that they had when Bielsa were there, were miles better than what this is. That were a good team, what they had. We were Rafinha and them type of players.
They were fit as well, weren't they?
Yeah, like this Leeds team's miles of it. The Leeds team is fit, to be fair, but there's no quality there anywhere. Like from a goal scoring perspective, there's no.
No, I know.
I think they're nailed on.
I think no, but I think there's too many fine lines. I think there's too many fine lines that I'm not saying they will stay up comfortably, because I don't think they will stay up comfortably, but I don't think you can write them off yet when they're fifth from bottom as it is.
I just if we're being serious right now, and you say like just set bottom 5 at ones that are in trouble, realistically, because that's going to be what it is. Really, Sunderland are well away from it. So
Everton will pull away, won't they?
Yeah, you could maybe include Fulham just to be weird, but like the bottom 5 are the real ones that are in banging trouble. West Ham are going to stay up because they've got Nuno, and I think you could have applied same to Daesh. Both of them two sides have got managers that are better than Fark, and have got squads that are miles better than what Leeds have got.
Why are Fulham nailed on to stay up above Leeds?
That team is better in every single position than what Leeds is.
What if Silva goes?
But no, why would anybody come for him now? What you mean, sacking him?
Yeah. Oh no, not sacking him. But what if he left for a job?
I don't think anybody would go for him though, because they're in poor form at the minute. Unless he starts pulling away massively, but then they'll be too far away to catch. It's one of them. You can't really win if you Leeds with that situation. They're going down, mate. Just admit it. I know you want them to stay up, but they're going down.
Do you think I'd like them to go down if we're going down? If we're staying down, I'd like them to go down.
Yes.
Don't worry, no spoilers. I'm just saying it. Just yes. Don't. Are we saying officially that Sunderland survive?
Yeah.
17 points out of 9
10
games.
points clear already. The 7th, we're game in hand.
They are the new Sheffield United, aren't they?
If they beat Everton tonight, they go second.
Yeah, they do. That's ridiculous. I know.
They're just really, really good. You know what I mean? That's just all there is to it, isn't it? They're really good.
Let's jump into some comments slagging you off about Leeds then, if I can find it.
Yeah, we need to do it quick.
Yeah, I know. You're going off to do your thing. If you got 15 minutes, haven't you?
No, I've got. No, I'm going live at 10 to 22 even. So I've got 13 minutes.
Okay. Leeds away.
We're going live again on this channel, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, live again on here, right here for 15 minutes, and then we'll see over at Blades Ramble.
Yep, fair.
But he will be on time for his own show, I'm sure.
I were on time for this one as well.
No danger. Just you were a wipe away from being late. Leeds away form is terrible, conceding too many goals, which doesn't aid the dull attack. There's no one out there for Leeds. Chaz says, if you were the owners, when would you sack Farker, or when would you have sacked Farker? I know it's difficult to look at Leeds in a vision of wanting them to do well, but do your best. If you're Leeds owners now, what do? Do you back him? Do you sack him? And who would you bring in?
But my it's just not a business decision that my brain says, because I would just say accept that you're relegated, go down and come straight back up, and then sack him at start of the season that you come up next time, because this season's a write-off. Personally, and it just don't make sense because this is not how people operate. But I would just say keep him for next year because you know you'll come back up. He's got to be every league. I think is every season.
Give up on the season.
I know.
10 games
but
in.
you know, it's a risk going for someone else, thinking we might have to sack him when we go down, or they might leave, or something like that. Whereas if you keep Fark, he had 4 seasons, I think, ever in Championship. He got to play a final, lost against Southampton, and has won the league the other 3 times. You will come back up if you keep Fark, but you will go down anyway, I think, regardless of who you got.
That's what somebody like Kieran McKenna.
I don't think he'd leave Ipswich for that. For a side that's going to come down. I saw Celtic after him, actually.
Just looking at Champ, and there's... I mean, if you think they're going to get relegated, would you go for somebody like Mark Robbins? But Farker is a proven Championship winner, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
Winner.
Exactly.
So,
it's tough.
It is tough. Okay, Teeny Toast says Wi-Fi's going to cut out again before Barnsley get Bolton away.
God, yeah, that was so
Harry says Sunderland reminds me of Wolves in 1819 with Nuno. Shame the owners have lost the plot.
I'm liking this Wolves downfall, by the way. If any of you are in here, I'm glad.
Barnsley get Port Vale. You heard it here first, says the Terrier.
I'm feeling Chesney away.
Nige says, why can't West Ham go down? Because of the owners.
Because they've got Jared Bowen and Paqueta and just players that Leeds have got nowhere near.
They won't go down. Okay. Leeds should go for Lee Grant. Chesney said I'd take Big Sam.
I just say that, yeah.
That one.
Get Big Sam in.
Right. Should we call it there, pal?
Yeah,
I think we've had a good one, haven't we? We've had a good one. So, yeah, so Carl, you're going on now in 10 minutes, live with the FA Cup draw. I'll then be on at 7 o'clock. If you've finished, then you can send them all over my way if you want. But anyway, either way, thanks for joining us, pal. Thank you to everybody in comments for taking part as well. All very much appreciated. We'll see you next week. Will we, Carl? Do you fancy it next week?
We will. Yes, we will.
All right. Thank you. I'll make sure I do all the legwork and miss a couple of games.
Great, boys. Pleasure. Thank you very much for watching.